Yep, that's right. It's the finale. Uh, I I didn't build a farm twice in a row actually. 7 and 8. I did not build a farm because I was distracted by the fact that I didn't know that I was over recording, and then I ended up like cutting what I thought was going to be episode 7 short, while forgetting to build a uh, a farm in that episode, and then I cut it into two so that it was both episode 7 and episode 8 that didn't have a farm, and ah, um, but yep, this is the last time that you're probably going to see this world. I mean, I'll revisit it from time to time. Obviously, like I'm not just gonna leave it here. Uh, but yeah, it's crazy. After all that, I didn't even hit the death count. Um, it's just I forgot to build a farm. That one sentence, maybe it was a couple of sentences, in like the first minute of the series, I didn't mean to say it. I was like, oh, yeah, like my plan was to say that I hope to build a farm, but it ended up coming out as build a farm every single episode, or the series ends. And you know what? I stuck to my word. This is the end of the series now. Um, I have been working on something like another series, like another survival series. I think it'll be pretty good. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I just noticed that path. These are too high. I'm gonna ignore that. But yeah, I do have another thing lined up. I just need to get some data pack creators their permission. There's only like a couple left. Most of them have said yes. Um, but yeah, uh, I just need to get like a few more creators permissions to do it. Um, you'll see if especially if you go on my PMC account. I've done some announcements on there, so please go check that out. I need more subscribers on PMC. I mean, I need more subscribers on here too. Please sub. Uh, so, anyways, let's revisit. Let's revisit the shack, shall we? This was the first place I started. Had my bed here. It was the rich shack. I that's what I had named this place at first. I didn't have these nest chests here. When I first called it the Rich Shack, I think there might have been only no, I had all of these furnaces and this crafting table in this exact position. I recently remade the furnaces for a thumbnail because I hadn't done the first thumbnail, so I had to recreate this room for it. But anyways, yeah, I had a bed here. I actually just removed that after doing the thumbnail. But yeah, it did. Still have a ton of copper in here. Let me just take care of that. There we go. I mean, I can't really talk about like memories or anything because it's for you guys. It was only the beginning of the week that you saw the first episode, and for me, it was only like a month ago. But still, wild. The extremely messed up Nether portal that I spent a couple hours trying to fix. The tree farm. Built this in the first episode. Death of a salesman monument. This might have been one of my favorite moments in the whole series. I feel like it's wrong to call it a series because, like, 8 episodes, 9 if you count this one. Uh, but yeah, Death of a Salesman. Trader tried to rip me off, and I made him pay. Then there's these farms. Sugarcane farm. Built that in the first episode. I think maybe not. I don't know. I had a dripstone farm up there. That failed, so I built a dripstone farm over here. That failed. So now there's a kelp farm. Oh, wait. Is that kelp not in the right place? I thought I just saw a kelp just sort of floating in there. The kelp farm was never really efficient or anything. Um, I have my potato farm up here. This entire path, I built it off camera. Yeah, I think I like mentioned it once, but I have walked across this path probably more times than I have walked across the giant path. I have this potato farm, massive potato farm. One last time. Ah, just that sound of them all being harvested. I don't think that you guys can actually hear that, because I've messed up my sounds. Oh wait, did the torches that I placed in get knocked out? Yeah, I'm guessing they got knocked out. Whoops, I didn't do a good job at placing those. We can head over to the storage system. That was only last episode that I did this. Like, I spent so long doing this thing. And it's just all for nothing. Like, look, there's nothing in any of these chests. I want to revisit this at some point. Like, if I find a mod, like a massive mod for 1.17, I'm going to revisit this place and, like, I don't know. It it needs to be like an extra dimensional mod though, because I don't want to like reuse any of this. But just to have that in this world and know that this world was not just for a waste, then it would be great. If anybody has a massive extra dimensional mod, hit me up. I'll be sure to give you lots of promo in my rambling. But yeah, this house, I built this off camera too. I meant to build it on camera, and then I just built it off camera because my recording software, Bandicam, you can see it at the top. It sucks. I don't like it. So either I'm going to buy the full version of Bandicam, or I'm going to find another recording software. Again, if anybody has a recording software, hit me up. I feel like this area down here, it didn't get enough screen time. Yeah, did I build this entire thing off Oh yeah, I was talking about like how you guys just sort of blip forward, and you don't come to the party. You don't come to the party of me building all this stuff. It just sort of cuts straight through. But this it was like it didn't get much screen time, but this was probably one of the bigger builds. I think it looks really cool. I don't know. I want to do something a bit better than this next season. Just like since this was one of my biggest projects and it's quite small, I want to do something bigger next season. Which I am going to like that project that I was talking about. It has a lot of data packs on it, and that is going to that is going to be season 2. Because this series the seasons are going to like vary from like vanilla to modded to having a ton of data packs on them, that sort of thing. So like, and the themes are going to change as well. Like this time it was farming. Yeah, and just to keep them short, I think I am going to continue on with the 125 deaths thing. And let's head over to the zombie farm, because I've made a couple changes. I head down here. I never finished the water elevator. This area just sort of looks horrible. But I've made a couple changes to this area. Yep. I'm at what? 123 deaths. I need to get to 125, and I've been purposefully dying by jumping into this pit. All the zombies, they go into the pit instead of being trapped and weakened and all that. So, I do this. Because, I was talking about, I did this to myself. I just was rambling the first episode just like I'm rambling now. And I said that, yeah, I would have to do a farm each episode. Sort of stabbed myself with my own sword, one might say. Well, this guy, the chosen one, he has my sword. That's my sword right there. And bam, that is 125 deaths. I reached it. And that's all, folks. See ya.